Privet, this is Savasha and I present to you the Black Mirror. We are stuck in this room and have to get out somehow. Now, how do we do that? We have... we don't have a key, but if I remember... Yes, I did remember that correctly.
I'll try to push the latch open.
There's a little knife hidden in the,
Success.
in the,
I don't think I can find anything more in here.
in the little
I'm
rook.
feeling so strange. My head.
And good night.
Sir, you're awake at last. We were starting to worry that something might have happened to you.
What happened to you, Samuel?
I don't know. All of a sudden, my head started to ache vigorously. I cannot remember anything after that. How did I make it to my room?
Bates found you lying unconscious in the attic.
Yes, I was going to tidy up there when I saw you lying on the floor. I hurried to get Sir Robert, and then we carried you to your bed so that you could have a rest.
I told you, Samuel, that you should take a rest after such a long journey.
Perhaps you are right. I have no idea what happened. I vaguely remember having a strange dream, but I cannot figure out what it means.
Important thing is that you're all right.
Yes, that's true.
It would be best for you to sleep for a while.
This time, I will follow your advice, Robert.
Good. We shall leave you alone then. If it gets worse, come see me.
Thank you. Hopefully I will be all right now.
Come, Bates. We shall leave Samuel to his rest.
Yes, sir.
Robert is right. I should take a rest. Tomorrow, I'll find out more than today.
Chapter 2. Potentially problematic. Oh well. Hang on, I didn't set my timer. Having nightmares, honey?
I had a terrible dream. In the morning, my thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door.
Sir! Sir! Open up!
What's going on, Bates?
Open up, sir! I have to tell you something.
Are we
Hold on,
nervous?
Bates. I'm there in a moment. What's the matter then?
It's horrible, sir. Henry, our gardener. They found him in the garden pond.
Calm down, Bates. What are you talking about?
They found him dead this morning in the pond. I know what I am saying. I saw his body being dragged out.
How did it happen?
I have no idea. Detective Collier will tell you that. He has been questioning everyone for quite some time now, and he wants to speak to you too. He did not give any of us a chance to recover from the shock, not even Madam.
Where will I find him?
He's waiting for you in the common room. We had better go there right away, sir.
All right, let's go.
Oh well.
Detective Collier.
Yes. Samuel Gordon, I presume. I need to speak with you. Mr. Gordon, do you know what happened?
Yes, Bates told me everything.
Good. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Did you speak with Henry Stanton yesterday?
Yep.
Yes, I only arrived yesterday. but I spoke with him during the day.
Oh, you arrived yesterday.
Yes, to attend William's funeral.
I understand. What did you speak with Stanton about?
I don't know exactly. It was a very trivial conversation.
Had you known him from before?
No, I only knew Mr. Dickens, who was Henry's predecessor.
That was before you left the manor.
Yes, about 12 years ago.
Okay, let's return to your conversation with Stanton yesterday. Did he seem strange to you? Nervous or disturbed?
No.
No, nothing like that. He behaved normally.
So, you are saying that he seemed normal?
He just
Right.
did say that.
I spoke to Morris, your groom, before this interview. He told me that Stanton would often have a bit too much to drink.
Yes, I have heard the same.
Madame Victoria has also confirmed it.
What do you make of it?
Well, they found him in the garden pond, tangled up in algae. I don't know yet how he ended up in there, but the most likely explanation is that it was on account of his drunken state. He might have bumped into something, lost his balance, and fallen into the water.
Maybe. But don't you think the water would have awakened him?
Ah, good one.
No, exactly the opposite. It was water that caused his death. He fainted, fell into the pond, and the cold water did its thing.
Stopped his heart?
He wouldn't be the first drunkard to have drowned like this. What's ironic, however, is that it didn't happen in a lake or a river, but in a little bit of water in the back garden.
Well, we sent him.
Oh well, no man can choose his death.
Oh, yes, he can.
If there is nothing you need to ask, I won't be keeping you any longer.
Thank you.
I have all I need for now. Would you please see me out?
Certainly. Follow me, Detective.
I will now wait for Dr. Herman's report and close this case. Thanks for your time, Gordon.
You're welcome, Detective.
Goodbye.
Collier wants to close the case. Now that Henry is dead, I've got to find a way to obtain the second part of that strange object.
Oh, there was that, yes. Well, I think we've got to talk to everyone. The stain has been washed away. Let's go and find Morris. He didn't really like Henry, did he? Empty here.
Morris carried the hay sacks away in time before it started to rain.
Almost. There's light on. Oh, there is someone. Oh, what? Switch. Oh,
There's
there.
enough light in...
Yeah, I know. Is there anything else I can do around here? No, not really.
Morris, do you have a moment?
Sure.
What do you think about what has happened to Henry?
It was to be expected. He drank way too much. I guess it had to end like this.
It sounds like you really don't care that it happened.
Well, we didn't exactly like each other, but I wish no ill will to anyone.
It was you who found him, right?
Yes, I needed something from the back garden, and as I was walking past, I noticed something floating in the fountain. I went closer to have a look, and he was totally tangled up in the weeds. I could see nothing except his coat.
Did you notice anything else?
No, I panicked, you see. I ran to the castle to get Bates to go have a look with me. I kept thinking I might have been confused and imagined it. But it really was Henry.
What happened next?
I rode into the village to get the detective. You know the rest.
So, Morris found Henry. Were you in the stable yesterday?
Sure I was. Where else would I have been?
The lights were not on.
Well, maybe I wasn't. Why are you asking? Oh, I can see where you're coming from. You're thinking that maybe what happened to Henry might not have been an accident and that somebody might have helped him into that pond. I may be a drunkard and a saucebox, sir, but I'm no murderer.
No one is calling you a murderer, Morris. I was just asking.
All right, fair enough, sir. If Madam learns that you are starting to suspect me, I may as well go looking for a new job. There's not much work available in this neighborhood. And besides, who would want to hire a man with one leg that is almost completely lame?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Morris. At least not yet.
I saw something in that little sequence that stands out to me as someone who knows the end of the game, but it might not have been obvious, and I'm not going to point it out. Just that there was something in the little sequence you saw in the dream or vision.
Morris, have you boarded up the old well like I asked you to yesterday?
Not yet, sir. I'll do it today.
It should have been done yesterday. I'm surprised that Henry didn't fall into it.
Excuse me, sir?
You know well how I meant that. I want to see it secured today, or you can start looking for a new job. Is that clear?
Sure, I'll do it. You needn't shout at me, sir.
I have no idea what has gotten into me. Why did I yell at him like that?
You've been doing that a while, honey.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
Alright, yes, so that was that. Can I... No, don't do that. Don't do that, sweetie. Alright, so... let me go... No, let me go and go to the greenhouse. Or let me go to the right wing first. I want to go to the greenhouse to see, because we got to look for the bill. And I want to go to the rear garden to see the pond. While we are outside, I think is a good time to do this. Here's the point.
According to both Bates and Collier, Henry's body was tangled up in algae when they found him. How could he possibly have drowned in this, though? I shouldn't have made Henry clean the fountain. How could I have known that something like that would happen?
You couldn't know that, honey.
The water is murkier than yesterday. The water. Something is glittering at the bottom. What could it be? Something. What could
Okay.
it
Didn't I find something else here? I thought so, but apparently not. Okay, greenhouse. Greenhouse. Oh, we still have the film to develop. Oh my god, yes. That's the interesting thing about this game, is that you take things with you that you can't really say, okay, I've done this one. Like in King's Quest, where you mostly didn't need the stuff you had from the previous chapter, except for a few rare exceptions. Most of the time, didn't need anything you brought from the previous chapter in King's Quest 7. Here you do need the things. Can I still see button there?
It's full of rainwater. It will have to be cleaned before it can be used again.
Alright. Bags.
The leaves will begin to rot soon. The bags have soaked badly. Perhaps Henry forgot to burn the leaves. We will take over his job now that this thing has happened.
Being a drunkard and all that, I think He might have forgotten it. I don't think there's anything new about the painting, but it's still weird.
The Black Mirror Castle.
Yes, we noticed. Alright.
Cans of paint and a tin with brushes lying on it. Only painter stuff, nothing else.
At least we can take a good look around.
It's full of dry leaves. Nothing but leaves.
Well, some leaves are interesting enough.
It's full of clean water. I don't want to water anything.
No, it's probably not necessary right now.
It's closed and probably full of whiskey.
Give it here.
Henry hid it here so as not to carry it.
Sad.
It's locked.
Right. Alright, not working. Interesting, okay, I can't get into that thing, it seems.
They're empty, ready for planting in.
Anything in there?
Gardening tools and small tubes with fertilizer. I can't see a bill of exchange anywhere.
No, me neither.
Where could Henry have put it? There is nothing interesting in the drawer.
Okay.
Seeds of some plants, maybe beans.
Looks like it. Alright, alright, alright. I think that's really all there is to this place. I have not the faintest idea where I get the bleeding bill of exchange. I only know that I do get it eventually. I also think I remember myself going into the stupid pawn shop and trying to persuade Mari to hand the bloody thing over without the bill of exchange. Which of course he doesn't. Yeah, like that. Something around those lines or along those lines. Ah, is that... Ooh, where do I go? So, I think I want to go in there. I think I want to see Bates and he might as well be here. Oh, cellar door is open. Is there anything I can't look at? No. There is a cellar, but I'm not going in the cellar right now. Let me go. Let me go and see Robert. I think there was something I should talk to him about. Or maybe I should also see Victoria wherever she is.
Today's newspaper. I don't want to read it.
Why not? I think the cellar is quite large.
I need a word with you, Robert.
Yes, but I am quite busy at the moment.
I won't keep you long.
Yes, I'm listening.
You sound a little annoyed.
Did you speak with Collier?
Yes, he detained me for over half an hour with those questions of his.
So, what do you think about all of this?
Me? Collier's theory seems logical to me. I do not believe anyone would want to kill Henry. Henry drank himself to senselessness many times before, but this time he was unlucky enough to fall into the pond. Cold water certainly had something to do with the body's condition. Being a physician, I can certainly attest to that.
You're probably
You're a
right.
physician, not
Is there anything else you
psychiatrist?
want to talk about? I have a lot of work to do today.
You have mentioned often since I arrived that you have a lot of work. So, what are you working on?
Oh, I would rather not bother you with the details. Let's just say I am carrying out specific research. Perhaps I will tell you more about it tomorrow, when I have some time. I need to leave for Ashbury this evening to check on some results.
Oh, all right. I must go now.
Right then. I'll return to my work.
Well, that was weird. Where is Victoria? Back there? Perhaps? Nope. Nope, she's not here. Okay, where is she then? Right, she wasn't in the kitchen or the dining room either, so the only thing that remains would be her own room or over there. Oh yes, hello.
What happened to Henry is awful. First William, and now... Henry liked to drink, but other than that, he was a good man.
I'm sorry, Victoria.
Oh, it was Morris.
I would like to be alone now. Do you need anything, Samuel?
Dr. Herman, the physician, does he live in Willow Creek?
No, some time ago he moved into an abandoned house near the old mill. It is quite close on the road to Willow Creek, the only house far and wide.
Yes, I remember where that is. Thanks.
Please excuse me now, Samuel.
I remember that there was something more with the fountain. I remember that. Oh my god, there is something I need. I had the same thing with the symbol, only that I think was the recording that I couldn't get. Yeah, that was where I wasn't recording properly. That... Yeah! I knew there was something else.
There's a deep footprint in the mud. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to?
Oh well. Yes, there was that. And let's find Bates.
The door is open.
Really?
Someone must be down there.
Hopefully.
Wine kegs full of quality red. This well is from the era when the castle was under siege. It was supposed to connect the castle with an underground system of corridors, but that's merely old hearsay. No one has ever seen those corridors. It's several tens of meters deep, but the water from it can't be drunk.
Why not? I want to ignore that for a moment. And look around fast.
They're full of clean water. The cellar is quite cold, so the water is always cool. I can't see anything special, just clean water.
Alright.
Bates,
Yes, sir?
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Oh, Tara.
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole
I
castle.
remember that.
It is possible to adjust the water level. However, I do not think it is a good idea to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
I am merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so. You said you were there when they dragged Henry out of the fountain.
Unfortunately, I was. The sight was terrible.
I have to tell you something. I feel responsible for what happened to him.
Why would you say something like that, sir?
Well, I ordered him to clean the fountain. He did not want to do it, but I insisted.
You mustn't think that way, sir. Surely, if he had not been drunk, nothing would have happened. And I actually heard Dr. Herman say that his death occurred sometime after midnight. It is
What a
not
time
your
to...
fault. Certainly, he would not be
Oh,
cleaning
Christ.
it in the middle of the night.
Unlikely.
I really hope so. Bates is probably right. Henry most likely fell in there by accident.
No, he did it on purpose.
I spoke to Collier. As you can imagine, he asked me a lot of curious questions. Tell me, what did he question you about?
Many things. But most of all, he was interested in the place where we found Henry. It was very unpleasant having to describe it all over again, sir.
Oh? Can you repeat to me what you told him?
I was afraid you would ask. Well, if I must. I was awakened by a sharp knock at the door of my room. Morris was shouting something about Henry. He seemed utterly confused, rapidly pouring out incoherent sentences. He wanted me to go with him to the back garden immediately. At that moment, I still had no inkling of what had transpired.
Did you go with him right to the fountain?
Yes, and only there did I realize what had happened. It took me a while to come to myself again, but then I went straight to the telephone.
What time was it?
It was about 6 in the morning. Collier and Dr. Herman arrived an hour later. That is all, sir. You know the rest.
Yes. Thanks for being so patient, Bates. When did Dr. Herman leave?
Half an hour ago. He took Henry's body to the old morgue.
Did he mention to anyone what he thought about all this?
He had a long conversation with a detective, but I have no idea what they were speaking about. I was so distraught, I was not really listening.
All right. That's all then, Bates. Body is in the old morgue then. What was Morris doing in the back garden so early in the morning? His work is in the stable, right?
Yes, but he sometimes helps with the gardening. Henry cannot do everything that needs to be done. I mean, he was not...
Context people.
Bates, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You don't have to work under the circumstances.
No, sir. I do not want to just be sitting around brooding. I'd rather attend to my responsibilities. It helps take my mind off things.
I understand. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Alright. Alright, Oh, well, that was my signal. Let's take a good look around and then continue next time.
It's empty. There's nothing in it.
Scandalous.
This is where our best vintages are stored. The temperature as well as degree of dampness is ideal. Maybe I'll choose a bottle sometime later.
You do
I
that,
have
huh?
no time for that now.
Yes.
The pump is part of the entire water distribution system. It pumps the water in and out endlessly according to immediate needs.
Alright, I'm not doing that now.
Water distribution controls. I have no idea which one does what.
Yes, I'll, let me... Right, I'll save here and then take a good look at it and then work it out separately. Let me add that to this video. And then quit without saving. Take my notes.
I have no idea which one does what.
Hey! Alright, I need to talk to Bates first. Right, this video is going to be a little bit longer because I want to get this, at least this, all this information. Come on, talk to Bates.
Do you need anything, sir?
I would like to ask you about something.
Certainly, sir.
Bates, that pump we talked about,
Yes, sir.
I think it is broken. Which valve controls the water level?
Okay.
The pump works all right, sir. Only one of the input valves broke off some time ago.
I saw that, yes.
The water level can still be adjusted using the other valves. It just takes a moment to figure out the right setup for what you want to do.
How do I know if I have drained the fountain then?
If I remember correctly, the second column from the right displays the level of water in the fountain.
I will give it a try.
Right.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
And this is why what I like about this game. It has puzzles that are a little reminiscent of the Myst puzzles. Only I don't have notes, and that means I'm going to do that with a piece of paper outside a screen. What does this wheel do? Right, it adds. Or removes one piece of water on the first and 2 pieces of water on the third wheel, or third level. That adds 1 on the second. Two, 1, 2, 3 on the right. Ah! It drains 2 on the fourth. And it adds 4 on the third. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a ridiculous kind of measure is that? That, okay. Adds 2 at the first. It removes 1, 2, 3 at the fourth. And it adds, no, it removes 1 at the fourth. Okay. Alright, what was that then? Does it work? I'm doing this pretty much randomly right now. Alright. That didn't work out too well. Alright, these can be... How can I need to drain this one first, I think. Right, I want to drain this one. Yes, that's what I want to do. No? Yes. That's the problem. No. No. Yes, I wanted to empty the fourth one really a bit. Right, if I fill this a little bit. Not making overly much sense here right now. I'm having a little success here. Although not overly much. No, I don't want to fill this up. Hang on. Perhaps I do. Hang on. Okay, I'm getting it. I need this to be so full to drain this more. Ah, come on. Alright, I'll save and work this out. This was Servatia. Goodbye.